Welcome back, guys. Today I thought I'd take a look at alternative desktops. And so I'm going to take a look at a couple of different, or actually three different distros with alternative desktops. The first one I'm going to look at is PakBeng. Now I downloaded and installed PakBeng last night. PakBeng isn't the easiest install. It's kind of like Architect for Arch. It is Arch based. It has the OpenBox desktop environment, and it's if you haven't used it before, it takes a little bit getting used to. Now, as you can see, I've tweaked the appearance, but the basic layout is the same. This is the stock panel on the left. And as you can see, what I did is I installed all of my normal system tray utilities. So I have Kazam running, volume, Wi-Fi, caffeine. There's the update icon, that's PAMAC AUR. Then I have Redshift, Synapse. This is a clipboard manager, Parcelite, and P sensor for temperatures within the system. So everything installed and configured as is with a typical Arch install. I installed Plank at the bottom, and the reason I installed Plank at the bottom is because it gives me a little bit quicker access to my programs. Um, Normally, without that, you would either add them to the panel, or you would, and as you can see up here, there's Terminal, File Manager, Firewall, and Firefox. Now, and you can add more to that. So you have a choice of adding applications to the default panel, or you can add Plank like I did. Now, as you can see, I have all of my normal applications running. Kazam, BattleNet installed flawlessly through Play on Linux. Steam, Pigeon, Kodi, Terminal, File Manager, Pythos, OpenShot, OBS Studio, GUVC View, which is running fine, Banshee, Shotwell, LeafPad, Cherry Tree, SM Player, and Google Chrome. Everything installed. Now, if I didn't add that Plank at the bottom, I would either, as I said, have to add to the panel, or if with OpenBox, you right click for your menu. So this is PakBeng. It uses LXDE, some aspects of LXDE, even though it does have an OpenBox menu and desktop environment. So you can see that right in the menu there is easy access to the terminal, the file manager, Geany, Firefox, D menu, and Nitrogen. Now Nitrogen is your wallpaper. As you can see, it's very easy. You just select the wallpaper you want. It's very similar to other desktop environments. Now, if you go down to application, it's broken down by category. And the thing I like about PakBeng is it populates the menu automatically when you install. So you don't have to keep regenerating the menu. So they make that easy. Now there are no icons, default icons out of the box. However, those can be added, I believe. I haven't gone through that process, but I believe the menus can be added to the menu. I think I researched that before, and it was fairly easy to do. So applications, you've got all of your categories, you've got system tools. Now as you can see, you can add and remove software. There is the file manager is listed: gparted, htop, lx terminal, Manage Printing. Now, Manage Printing brings up the Cups Online interface. I added the application to add a printer, and my brother printer, configured without any problems. So configuration, you've got your OpenBox configuration, which is basically a theme manager, appearance window. It's got all of your basically appearance configuration. And we'll go back to the configuration. LX appearance. This is your LXDE appearance configuration. So this, if you use LXDE, this would be comfortable for you. And then you've got LX R&R, which is a display settings. And then you have LX input, which is your mouse and keyboard. Now you've got access to all of your base configuration files. Bash scripts. And here, Tint2RC and Tint2GUI, that is for your panel. Now, I am not an expert on that, but as you can see, and I'm leaving the default configuration, but you can configure it pretty much any way you like. There are all different, basically, themes. As you can see, you can completely change the look of the panel. So you've got control over that. LXDM, there's your configuration file for LXDM, and that is your login screen. OpenBox, there's your auto start file. So that's where you'll place programs that you want to start when you boot the system. And that is all of my system tray icons, as you can see up there. Those are all set for auto start. And then Pacman, you can look at your mirror list and your Pacman configuration file. And I have my Broadcom Wi-Fi configured, and also my NVIDIA is configured. As you can see, 367.35. So everything runs out of the box with no issues whatsoever. My camera disappeared, but that's fine. It looks like PakBeng is very well done. As I said, the install is a little bit more complicated than a Manjaro or an Antergos, but it is still very doable if you're familiar with an Architect installer, for example. So guys, I'm going to sandwich this with a couple of other OpenBox, Fluxbox type distributions. So hang on, and I'll be right back with the next distro to take a look at. Okay guys, so next up is Antergos with OpenBox. Now Antergos with OpenBox is this desktop wallpaper I added, but other than that, it's pretty much the way you see it out of the box. The plank at the bottom, panel at the top, system tray on the right, and you've got open windows for each of the programs that you have running. It is OpenBox, so it's similar to PakBeng. However, the menu is configured a little bit differently. So if you right click on the desktop, you'll see all of your programs by category, and there are icons. So everything is very similar When you get down to System Tools, you've got all of your utility programs, and then Preferences. You've got your OpenBox configuration manager. So you've got Plank configuration, preferred applications. There's your panel, Tint 2 settings. So you've got everything pretty much that PakBeng has, except it's laid out a little bit differently. And again, it's a right-click menu. I like the fact that they put Plank at the bottom so that you have access to your frequently used applications a little quicker than going through the menus, the right-click menus. Preferences, you've got OpenBox configuration. A lot of it is similar to what I showed you in PakBeng. You can take a screenshot. There's your panel configuration, and there's a wizard to configure that. Input device preferences, screen resolution, user interface, and wallpaper. Now, I have Broadcom and NVIDIA running. I was able to install BattleNet with no problems whatsoever. I have Steam installed. No issues. Very, very nicely done. I really like it. Um, I would have to rank it a close second to PakBeng. If I were to use this on a daily basis, so far I think Antergos with OpenBox, if I wanted an OpenBox type desktop environment, then that's what I think I would go for Antergos with OpenBox. They take a lot of the legwork out of it. They have it configured very nicely out of the box. And even if you've never used OpenBox before, it's pretty intuitive. So you can jump in, get your distribution, your install going, and then dig into OpenBox, the configuration, all of the options that you have. You can dig into all that at your own pace, but your basic desktop will be running and running fine because you do have all of your frequently used programs right at the bottom. And Turgos does a terrific job making Arch Linux available for people who have not gotten their feet wet yet in Arch Linux. So I highly recommend it, and this is the Antergos install. It's a new install with the OpenBox desktop environment. So guys, I'll be right back with the next option. Okay guys, welcome to the third alternative in that OpenBox Fluxbox category. This is Manjaro Fluxbox. Now, a couple of issues here. Number one is Fluxbox for Manjaro has not been updated in quite a while. So when I installed Manjaro Fluxbox, it had about 800 megabytes of updating, which was significant. Number two, they're not going to continue releasing a community edition for Fluxbox. OpenBox is even in worse shape. OpenBox is basically uninstallable at this point because it installs an older kernel, and when you try to update and upgrade, it won't do it properly. And so, excuse me, and so you're not able to install your NVIDIA drivers properly. So forget about OpenBox as far as Manjaro goes, and Fluxbox isn't being maintained. I don't believe they're going to be issuing any more ISOs for Fluxbox. So, and it hasn't been updated in a while. So I could be wrong about that, but that's disappointing because I kind of like the Fluxbox install. Now this is the Manjaro. There was late 2015. This was this spin, this community spin was developed and issued, and it has been updated. I'm running a later kernel, 4.6.2-1. So I updated it. I've got it pretty much up to date. I've got NVIDIA running. I've got Broadcom going. I've got all of my multimedia applications installed with no problem, including BattleNet and Steam. Um, no issues whatsoever. I put Plank along the bottom. The panel at the top is basically what you see out of the box. This is a different wallpaper, of course. The standard Fluxbox menu is a right-click menu. Uh, the way it's configured is very, very nice. The only thing you need to be aware of is that every time you add applications, you need to regenerate the menu. But there is a menu item already set up for that under Fluxbox settings. You just click regenerate the menu and it will regenerate the menu reflecting all of your latest additions. So there are no issues as far as that goes. Now if we take a little bit closer look at the menu, you've got Terminal File Manager, Root File Manager, which is a nice addition. You've got all your internet, your mail, your Google Chrome, Pale Moon, Steam, Claws Mail, Office category, Graphics category, Multimedia. I've got GUVC View, Kazam, um, VLC. For games, Play on Linux and Steam. For tools, it's broken down in category. You can see accessories for all of the system tray applications that I installed. Then you've got screenshot, system tools, and settings. So you've got control over pretty much everything that you need. Now for NVIDIA, I'm running 364.19. So if we go back to the menu, you've got an other category, development applications. And then you've got customization. So you've got appearance, dock, light DM greeter, that's your login screen, notifications, and wallpaper. So you can change your wallpaper very easily. No problems at all. It's using nitrogen. And then Fluxbox settings, you've got a variety of settings, most of which I don't touch. And the restart would be when I configure my startup programs, I do it through the Fluxbox file. And let's see, you can see startup here. And so you right click it and open with LeafPad, and then you've got all of your you can add whatever you want to you can, as you can see, I've added a lot of startup applications. So it's pretty easy to do. It does require a little bit of digging and homework to find out what the syntax is and how you should set up everything. But I enjoy doing that, and so but that is something that if you do decide to go with the Fluxbox or an OpenBox, uh, there is plenty of information online in the wikis, and you can go through that and learn and experiment and just dig in and make changes to your system to get it exactly the way that you want. So this is Manjaro Fluxbox. Um, Probably not a good candidate only because it doesn't seem to be getting much support from Manjaro at this point. But I included it just to show you the basic difference, and it's very similar. Fluxbox is very similar to OpenBox. So that is it for this little analysis, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for stopping by the channel today, and I'll see you soon. Take care.